Today's top stories at NBR. 100 days of lockdown leads to substantial loss for Sky City. Phil Goff not seeking re-election for a third mayoralty term. Arrest warrant issued for one of two former Oceania Football Confederation employees. And there's more coming right up. Kia ora and welcome to NBR Today, 100% subscriber funded and proudly brought to you by you, as is every story at nbr.co.nz. It's Monday, February 14th. I'm Paul Brennan. Thanks again for joining us. A forensic accountant has been the first person called to the digital witness box at the High Court in Auckland this morning, Monday morning, as Vector continues a long-running legal fight against companies and parties that cannot be named over allegations of fraudulent behaviour more than a decade ago. The listed energy distributor has taken its fight against a construction company and two of that company's employees all the way to the High Court, even though the money it believed was dishonestly obtained in the subcontracting process has been paid back, and the unnamed company is now in liquidation and its parent company restructured. More than 100 days of lockdown led to a substantial loss for NZX-listed Sky City as it looks towards borders reopening in time to benefit in the next financial year. Sky City recorded a $33.7 million loss for the 6 months ended December 31st, down substantially on a $77.9 million profit in the previous first half of 2021. Revenue for the half was down 35.6% to $289.8 million, while EBITDA of $20.4 million was down 86%. It said local gaming activity had been resilient when open or fully operational, and its online casino had performed well, bringing in revenue of $9.4 million, a 16.3% increase on the 2021 first half. Auckland Mayor Phil Goff says he won't seek re-election this year for a third term in the role. He said it's more than 40 years since he was first elected to office as MP for Roskill in 1981, and he believes it's time to pass the baton to a new generation of leadership. Other media reported in late January that talk was mounting that Goff wouldn't seek a third term at October's local body elections. Controversial restaurateur Leo Malloy has already thrown his hat into the ring as an independent, along with Manukau Ward Councillor Efeso Collins. Malloy told NBR that he was again challenging Labour to endorse him as its candidate. The Serious Fraud Office says an arrest warrant has been issued for one of two former Oceania Football Confederation OFC employees facing charges filed late last year. The charges include including conspiracy to commit an offence, namely obtaining by deception, money laundering and causing loss by deception against the former OFC employees. The charges relate to the construction and delivery of OFC's home of football complex on Auckland Council land in East Auckland. One of the defendants has indicated an intention to apply for name suppression. Vulcan Steel's Peter Wells has lifted his stake in Australasian glassmaker Metro Performance Glass to just over 9%. His investment vehicle, Takutai Limited, has bought a parcel still held by private equity firm Anchorage Capital, Wells said. It lifted Takutai's stake from 4.01% to 9.16%, triggering the NZX requirement to disclose the holding. At the current share price of 35 cents, it values Takutai's stake at $5.86 million. The full details of those stories and more are at nbr.co.nz right now. Tomorrow at NBR, in his column Playing the Ball, Martin Devlin argues Israel Adesanya is a money-making machine, while in his economics column, John McDermott says the current account deficit is still a problem. I'm Paul Brennan. Join me again from around lunchtime tomorrow for the morning's NBR trending stories. Then again, same time, same place right here tomorrow from 5:30 for another NBR Today.